Hello everyone, welcome to AlignBooks.
In this video, we'll walk you through one of the most important tasks in any business, that is, creating a sales invoice. Let's see how easy it is to create a sales invoice in AlignBooks. Open the Sales module, then click on Sales Invoice option. The first field you'll see is Category. This helps you organize your invoices into different groups or categories, making them easier to search, understand, and analyze later. You can enable the Category option through the Sales setup. For example, if you categorize your documents by brand, you can select the brand name whose products you are selling here. Next, in the GST type field, choose the appropriate type of invoice, whether it's a tax invoice, export bonded, export non-bonded, etc. Then comes the Cash Credit option. Use this to indicate if the customer will pay immediately in cash or make the payment at a later date. If your company operates across multiple branches, select the relevant branch for which the sales invoice is being created. After that, choose the customer name. The email ID of the customer will be automatically fetched from the customer master in the system. In the Date field, the software will automatically pick the current date, but you can change it if needed. The invoice number will also be auto-generated by the system. If you prefer to enter the invoice number manually, click on the configuration icon, open the numbering menu, and in the Auto Series option, select Manual, then click the Save button. Please note, this configuration applies only to the current invoice and will not affect settings for other documents. Once done, you can enter the invoice number manually. If you have any reference number related to the invoice, you can mention it here, along with the reference date. Select the salesman responsible for the transaction. In the Tax option, choose whether the tax should be calculated as exclusive or inclusive in the invoice. Next, we have the Bill To and Ship To fields. For example, suppose your customer has two offices in Delhi. Location A, which is the head office, and location B, another branch. If the customer wants the invoice to be billed to the head office, location A, mention that address in the Bill To field. If the goods are to be delivered to location B, then enter that address in the Ship To field. In the Payment Terms option, you can select the time period agreed upon between you and your customer for making the payment against the invoice. For example, if you select 30 days, it means the customer is expected to make the payment within 30 days from the invoice date. Based on the selected payment term, the software will automatically calculate and display the due date. You can create new payment terms by clicking on the plus icon next to the field. AlignBooks also allows you to predefine the payment terms in the customer master, so they are auto-filled every time you create an invoice for that customer. To learn more about setting this up, refer to our video titled Manage Outstanding in AlignBooks. The link is available in the description box below. If the customer is ready to make the payment, you can share a payment link using various gateways like Razorpay, Paytm, etc. To use this feature, make sure the payment gateways are properly integrated with AlignBooks. These are the fast billing options. If you've already created the sales order before preparing the sales invoice, you can directly pull in the sales order details here. This helps save time, as you won't need to select each item individually. Click on this icon to filter the item list by item group, brand, and category, then click on the Filter List button. You can select multiple items, enter their quantities, and click OK to load them all into the sales invoice at once. The next option works similarly, but with one key difference. It doesn't offer filtering options. Just enter the item quantity and click OK to add items to the invoice. The next option is Pick and Pack. This allows you to load a predefined set of items into the invoice. You can create these item sets from the Inventory module under Pick and Pack. This copy icon allows you to copy all items already loaded in the invoice. You can then paste them into another document using the Paste icon. With the Settings option, you can configure the item table and save your preferred layout. You can also set it as default and use the Column Chooser option to add or remove columns as needed. To add more rows to the item table, simply click on the Add Row option. To remove a row, click the cross icon next to it. To view detailed information of loaded items, click the search icon. You'll be able to see the item group name, description, value, and more. To manually add an item, click on the field, select the item, enter the quantity and rate, and scroll to the right to view additional details like tax code, tax rate, taxable value, and amount. Now let's say you've loaded about 30 items into this invoice and can't see them all on one screen. Click the zoom icon to view a maximum of 20 items per screen, with the rest appearing on the next page. Next, you'll see the remark box. When you click on it, a default narration with the party name will be automatically filled in by the software. You can modify it if needed. The Receive Amount field allows you to record partial payments. For example, if the bill amount is 1,600 rup and the customer pays 600 rupees now, just enter 600 rup in this field and choose the payment mode, like cash or bank. Using the attachment option, you can upload any related documents or images for the invoice. On the right side, you'll find a summary showing the invoice value, tax, discount, other charges, and more. At the bottom, you will see the Generate EMI button. This allows you to split the invoice into installments. The software will autofill the bill amount. Enter any down payment, specify the number of EMIs, and choose the start date. Click Generate EMI, and the system will calculate the due amounts and dates. At the bottom, you'll find logistics details, where you can enter shipping info, e-way, IRN details, etc. If these details are the same as your last invoice for this customer, click Fetch from Last Bill to copy them instantly. After finalizing the invoice details, you can click on the Save button. That's how you can create a sales invoice in AlignBooks.
To book a demo, call us or visit our website, alignbooks.com. Thank you for watching. For more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon.